Most relationship experts tell you that communication is the key. The problem is, you think that if you just explain your feelings one more time, he'll finally get it. But the truth is, the more you speak, the less he actually hears you. You are talking yourself out of being the prize and actually being the pursuer. So today I'm breaking down the three types of power in silence. And I'm going to share one specific sentence that's going to make silence 10 times more powerful. Because if you stop talking out of nowhere, it looks like you're angry. And if you say this one thing, you can look like an absolute queen. I'll give you the exact script before we wrap up. Okay. Number one, the magnetic silence. When you stop explaining, repeating, filling every awkward gap in the conversation, you create a vacuum. You aren't responsible for the health of your relationship. Okay. If you feel like you're responsible, you're always stepping in to close that gap of the space and the silence. In this scenario, you let the awkward silence be there. Silence is the invitation for him to move toward you. If you're always the one leaning in, he has no choice but to lean back. Here's the shift. Instead of, am I doing enough? Shift to, is he doing enough to earn my actual presence? Number two, the boundary silence. This is so powerful. Okay, so one time I was invited to a barbecue and I went there. And it was just a small group of people. And I got there and they said hello, and that was it. They basically ignored me. So here's what I did. I'm like, okay, this feels bad. I don't deserve to be treated like this. So I just took my ass and left. I was done. This boundary communicated so much more by me actually leaving than if I would have explained, said, this is my boundary, said, this isn't cool. Exactly. They saw from me actually leaving that it wasn't okay. And all of my relationships completely changed from that one moment. I chose not to argue and not to teach, but simply remove my presence. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say absolutely nothing at all. Silence is golden. You don't need to try to win or explain or teach somebody how to treat you. You just need your peace. And boundary silence isn't about just not talking. It's about physically removing yourself from situations that feel bad to you, situations that don't serve you. And you don't say, this is why I'm leaving, or send a text afterwards. No, your absence is the explanation. A high value woman, she doesn't argue or explain, she simply exits. She's a queen. Why would she have to explain herself? Type 3, self-regulated silence. This is where most of us are losing attraction in our relationship. Okay? We've accidentally stepped into the manager or mother role. Okay? The manager role is you're managing him, you're telling him what to do, you're taking charge. The mommy role, this is literally helping him, planning his day, and reminding him of things he needs to do. Or you're helping him be a better man. You feel more like a mother than an actual partner. And this is a huge attraction killer. You cannot be his mother and lover at the same time. Every time you check in to make for sure he did what he said he would do, you are telling him you don't trust him. So here's the shift. Silence is the tool that lets you stop doing too much so that he has the space to step up or the space to fail so you can see who he really is. So here's the hard part, okay? Using silence when you feel anxious is like trying to hold your breath underwater. If you do it as a tactic, your man is going to feel like it's a game and it's going to seem desperate. The solution, okay, there's a difference between passive aggressive pouting and empowered magnetic silence. And that's all in your internal state. It's how you feel when you aren't speaking. This will make all the difference. Most of us, when we're taught how to be more feminine. It's simply a performance because we haven't learned yet how to really be present with ourselves and authentic and real with others. But when we stop trying to be feminine, you just realize you already are naturally. Instead of trying hard to get it right, you're simply grounding yourself. You feel calm, connected, and that's the difference between you're trying to do some tactic, you're trying to do it right, versus simply just being you and showing up as you and feeling good no matter what your guy is or isn't doing. So, here's what I promised you. Here's a script. If you go silent out of nowhere, it's going to look like the silent treatment, and that is low value. So if he's not being consistent or he's not showing up for you, instead of waiting by the phone to get a text or a call back, you can simply say, I'm going to focus on myself for a while now. Have a wonderful day. Or I'm going to focus on my day now. Enjoy your day. You're bowing out. You're not explaining. You're not trying to get his approval. You're just saying, blam, this is what I'm going to do. And that's it. When you say this, you're not asking for permission. Okay. You're stating a fact. That's high value leadership. You're saying, look, I'm focusing on my own life. And this reclaims your own energy. And you don't check your phone after this. You simply focus on yourself and having an amazing day. You're actually putting your energy on yourself instead of focusing on him. And this is when that vacuum effect begins because you're no longer trying to get an outcome. You just don't care because you're focusing on yourself. And this works so well because you're not nagging him, you're not fighting, you are simply showing him that your energy matters and it's a limited resource. And if he isn't contributing in a positive way, then you're going to take that resource elsewhere. So, saying the words, that's the easy part, okay? The hard part is the next 3 hours afterwards where you keep yourself from actually checking your phone. If you want to learn how to actually hold that space without falling apart, this is exactly what we master inside of my group. This is the internal work we do to master how you're showing up so that you can become absolutely magnetic, no longer stuck in the mommy role or the manager role where you're giving too much, doing too much, feeling unseen, unimportant. When you're simply magnetic, that's when your man is chasing you. He's pursuing you. He's prioritizing you. That's going to help you get the love and relationship that you really want. If you want to learn more about that, then check out below in the description. I want you to understand that going silent isn't about being petty or mean. It's taking your energy back. It's saying, if you're not going to contribute to me and my life, okay, then I'm taking that resource away because it is limited. You only have so much energy, so much time, so much attention for the people in your life in any given day. And it shouldn't be wasted on people who aren't showing up for you. If you want to learn to stop trying harder and become the woman that your guy won't stop chasing, then check out the last video. This is going to teach you simple tools that you can start shifting right now to become more magnetic so you can have the love, adoration, devotion, and the amazing relationship that you want. See you next time.